We have some incredible news to share when it comes to the real estate market here in Southwest Florida. In this video, we're going to give you everything. I'm going to show you behind the scenes what's going on here in Southwest Florida. You'll hear the facts. Wait till the end because we're going to talk about what this means for you in terms of, is this a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? We'll break it down. So let's jump right into it. So one time per month, I'll do a overall market report video, and this happens to be the time of the month where that market report is available to us. And so here we're going to give you insights into all of Southwest Florida, primarily Collier County, which is Naples, Marco Island, and Lee County, which is primarily Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Lehigh Acres, Bonita, and Estero. And so here we go. Let's jump right into it. And there's a lot of news to share. So when it comes to the closed sales, this is how many single family homes closed in the past month compared to where we were this time last year. And in Collier County, we had 445 sell, which is down 11% year over year, but this is up almost 50% month over month. So we had a lot more sell in the past month than we did the month prior, but we are down 11% year over year, which is a pretty big number. In Lee County, 1,383 sold, which is down 4% per year. And again, this increased significantly compared to the previous month, but it's the tail end of season. That's usually what happens, is we start to see a higher number of sales happen before the snowbirds go back up north. Now, here's where things get a little bit interesting. When it comes to the median price of a single family home in Collier County is now $800,000. That's down 4% year over year, but more interestingly, the previous 2 months, the median sale price was $925,000. So it's a significant decrease in Collier County when it comes to the median price in just 1 month. And then we're at $395,000 in Lee County, which is down 6% year over year. And that is down ever so slightly compared to where it was last month at about $400,000. So you see the prices are softening in the area. Now, days on market, we're up to 73 days on market for the properties that sell, which is up 4% compared to last year. And then in Lee County, we're at 58 days on market, which is down 3%. So a little bit faster in Lee County. Now, keep in mind when we talk about the days on market that these are the time frames that it takes properties to sell in general when they get under contract. The ones that don't get under contract could be on for 6 months, or we see properties that are on for a year and just never sell, and they don't become a part of that statistic. So it's important to know that the ones that do sell tend to happen between 60 and 75 days. New listings, we're at 745 new listings that came on the market in the past 30 days in Collier County. That is about even, 0.3% difference compared to where we were last year. And then we had 2,217 new listings in Lee County, which is up 9%. So a lot more coming on the market this year than they were this time last year. Pending inventory, this is going to be our indicator on where the future sales are going to go. And we're at 672 properties that are pending in Collier County. That is down 14% compared to last year. And then 1,940 pending in Lee County, which is down 9% compared to last year. So we see this pending. They're lower than they were last year. That means our closed sales, our future closed sales are going to be lower than they were last year as well here in the future. Now, month supply, given the amount of inventory on the market based on, as well as the pace of sales, we have about 11 months worth of inventory in Naples, which is substantial. That is well into the buyer's market territory. No question about it. That's up 39% year over year. And we have 9 months of inventory in Lee County, which is also up 39% compared to last year. We are in a buyer's market. Here's the deal. For the past, we'll call it 4 or 5 years, well, we'll call it 4 years, buyers have been struggling to be able to deal with what is going on in the market. Whether it was 2021 or 2022, where we had multiple offer situations that were happening all over the place, and buyers just couldn't compete, they couldn't buy anything, or they'd have to pay well over asking price to higher interest rates, etc. It's become a real struggle for buyers, and they're finally starting to see that relief. They're starting to see that relief from a pricing perspective. They're starting to see relief from the ability to negotiate. We've got multiple properties that we represent the buyers on that the sellers are accepting more than 10% under asking price and or giving additional concessions. And that's just on the resale front. On the new construction front, they're doing all kinds of things, whether that's buying, an interest rate buy down to get you under a 5% interest rate. We've seen the builders giving away free pools, money towards closing costs. There's all types of incentives that are out there if you are aware of them. And that seems to be the problem. It seems to be the problem that the buyers are making assumptions that there are not deals to be had out there because prices haven't come down as much as they would like. But there are a lot of opportunities that have started to come up because of the way that the market has softened. And so if you are a potential buyer out there, you will want to have a conversation. Now, whether that's with us or that's with another real estate professional, have somebody who has your best interest in mind and also knows what's going on in the overall market, because there are opportunities that do exist as long as you know where to look. We saw a property actually just this past week where a seller had it on the market right now for $735,000. This is in Naples. In 2022, just 3 years ago, they purchased that property for $900,000. So it's $165,000 less than what they paid for it in 2022. And so talk about opportunity. There just seems to be a lot of great opportunity that's out there if you know what to do. From a seller's perspective, don't wait for the market. Make pricing strategies that make sense to get the market excited about the property when you come to market. We've seen our clients go on the market and have multiple offers on their properties, even though we are in a buyer's market, because they had the right marketing, they had the right strategy, listing price strategy to go to market, and the recipe still exists for there to be a good opportunity for you to sell in this market, but you just have to do things right. Well, let me know what your thoughts are below. Would love to hear from you what you're seeing out in the marketplace. And as always, if you can like the video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because that really helps the algorithm understand that the content we're putting out is really good for you to watch, and it helps get it out to more people. So if you have any other questions about what's going on in the market here in Southwest Florida, me and my team would be honored to be able to help you in that respect. And as always, have a blessed day.